At Paris's Orly airport, airline staff check travellers' documents. European Union citizens must now show an EU COVID certificate to travel. On paper or in digital form, it shows if a person is vaccinated or has a recent negative PCR test. Member states can adjust their entry rules according to the health situation in their country, but the COVID certificate will be standardised throughout the bloc.
It's more paperwork, but we've been vaccinated, we have a PCR test, it's all good.
I think it's a necessary measure. COVID isn't over yet, and we must avoid at all costs the risk of people of any age getting sick.
The EU wants to make it easier for people to cross its borders after more than a year of COVID restrictions. Paris is usually one of the world's most visited cities, but the pandemic has meant there have been fewer tourists. The EU hopes that the COVID certificate will encourage people to travel again and help economic recovery. France, like most European countries, has lifted many restrictions. Curfews have ended and people no longer need to wear masks outdoors. But the French government says there's growing concern over the spread of the highly contagious Delta variant.
The Delta variant is progressing. It is even progressing very quickly. It represented about 10% of contaminations last week, but it has doubled in less than a week.
Some medical experts say the Delta variant could account for 90% of cases in Europe by August. Portuguese officials recently imposed a weekend lockdown in Lisbon after a spike in cases. EU officials say countries must act if the health situation in their country deteriorates.
The pandemic is not over yet. This has been made very clear by the emergence of new variants of the virus. This is why we are proposing an emergency break, which allows member states to reintroduce measures.
It's a fine balance for the EU as it works to minimise health risks while trying to reinvigorate economies and allow people some freedom. But after more than a year of living with the unpredictability of the pandemic, the key, say European officials, is that people remain vigilant. Natasha Butler, Al Jazeera, Paris.